Mentioning Mariupol, of course, there. Joining us in the studio to discuss this victory is Kaitz Brebner, a culture journalist from i24NEWS in Israel. Thank you very much for being here.
Hello.
Ukraine won despite being ranked only in 4th place by the judges. So it was really the audience and the crowds all over Europe that decided that it was time for Ukraine.
Gained lots of sympathy from the audience. Many people were talking about Eurovision being won by Ukraine and it being ranked like 1st place in all the odds till now, and till now everybody were talking about this being the most politicized Eurovision in the history of Eurovision, because it only got to 1st place in the rankings after the war started. So I think we can definitely say politics got most biggest part in this year.
In a competition that is always political, of course, and Israel is always very keen at, especially when it loses, is very keen to say and remind everyone that it's a very political contest. And we'll talk about the Israeli competitor in just a minute. But first, just about this song, other than being very political and generating a lot of sympathy, is it a good song? Would it have the chances of winning in any other year?
I think maybe we wouldn't have won, but it is a good song. They gave a really good performance, very emotional, and it played just on the right notes in this year to win.
Okay. What are some of the other highlights of the competition? Britain in 2nd place?
2nd place. The judges gave it the 1st place. Then Spain and Sweden and Serbia 5th place. Everybody were talking about Italy winning again, and this was didn't happen. They only got less points than everybody were expecting. Mahmoud, from Soldi, the song, so he was back on the stage, but he didn't gain as much points as everybody were expecting.
Yeah, he was one of the favorite competitors of the Eurovision when he performed here in Israel. He didn't win back then, and he didn't win now either. I think one of the biggest questions is, would Ukraine be able to host the Eurovision next year? We're looking at a war that's been going on for a few months now with no end at the moment in the horizon. Has there been any remark from Kiev?
So Zelensky said they will be happy to host Eurovision, but we cannot really know what's going to happen in a year. This is a very, very complicated competition to produce. So for now, it's really early to say. We don't know if there's going to be a war or anything going on in a year from now. Some people say there might be hosting in another country, but with the participation of Ukraine. And I can remind the audience that we in Israel won in 78, then we won again in 79. And we're supposed to hold the Eurovision in year 1980.
But there was no budget, if I remember correctly. So, it was too much.
We gave this opportunity up
for the young Israel at the time. Last, I do want to ask you about the Israeli competitor. Very few points, but a lot of noise, and also an embarrassing moment there for him, right?
Yes. So when he first got his song from the X Factor Israel, he got only 38th place in the votings. Then when they released the final version, they got to 34th place. Then he was 31st place, but still it was not enough to make it to the finals. He got in the 2nd finals the 13th place out of the 10 that can validate. And on the night of the 2nd finals, we saw him with the flag, standing on stage, getting some attention, and he got criticized for this moment.
Yeah, trying to kiss the host there of the Eurovision in Turin.
But we could, if we know Michael Ben David, we can expect this from him.
a few moments of fame. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming to our studio, Kaitz Brebner, i24NEWS. Thank you very much.